talking to UConn women's basketball in this all-new episode of Women's Basketball Now from Hoop Central. Thank you again for taking the time, as always, to join us. This is your host, Hamilton Neal, joining you, as always. And we have a lot of content coming up here in the month of July. We have tons of stuff coming up. It's a very big summer right now in women's college basketball, and we're continuing to bring the content to you. And we want to remind you that to make sure that you don't miss any of our content, make sure to like this video, leave a comment if you wish, also subscribe. That helps us the most of anything. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. When you do that, you will be notified whenever we put out a new release just like this one. And again, here we're talking UConn women's basketball and specifically Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers is coming into year 3 in a UConn uniform. And this is a very pivotal year, not only for Paige, but for the UConn women's basketball team, because these first 2 seasons of the Paige Bueckers era, the team has come up short. 2021, they lost to Arizona in the national semifinal. And here in 2022, they lost to South Carolina in the national championship game. And while they got a step closer from 2020 to 2021, they couldn't finish the deal. And again, there are many factors as to why, especially playing the post and many other things as well. But Paige Bueckers missed half the season this past year. Missed 19 games due to the tibial plateau fracture. Missed half the season. And all of us know how tough that was for her to not be out on the floor, to be a sideline spectator instead of a participant out on the floor. And seeing UConn lose some games, lose their opportunity to get a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Again, 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, whatever they would have got, they got a number 2 seed. I feel they would have faced South Carolina like they did in the championship game. But just for her to not be 100% healthy, to miss time, that was definitely very tough for her. And now year 3 is loading. And this is going to be the most motivated, most hyped Paige Bueckers I think that we're going to see. The most ready, the most focused, and the most intense to go try to win a championship, because she knows she doesn't have many opportunities left. She has this 3rd year, she has a 4th year, and there's a 5th year out there. You know, she said, we'll talk about it when it comes to that point, but she only has so many opportunities left to win a national championship, which is something that she clearly stated she wanted to do every single year coming into UConn. But they've gone 0 for 2 the first 2 years. And again, like I said, Paige will be more motivated than ever just because of the lackluster game against Arizona that they had a couple of years ago and the way they were outplayed against SC. So coming into this offseason, she is staying on campus to get bigger, faster, and stronger. And this is something that Gino Auriemma really commended Paige for doing. Just staying locked in, being as ready for this season as possible, and being the most ready coming into a season since she's come to UConn. And again, obviously in 2020 and 2021, the circumstances were different in terms of getting the whole team together, practicing, building chemistry, all of that stuff. But here, she's staying on campus through July through August while most players are going home to focus on getting her body ready, because she knows that she's going to face a lot of contact. She knows that she's going to try to draw a lot of fouls, may not get all of them, but coming off the ball screens and driving, trying to get floaters, pick and roll action, she is going to take a lot of contact. And to be better ready for that, Gino Auriemma told her, you have to get bigger, faster, stronger. And she is committed to doing that, while at the same time getting NIL stuff going. She has the Gatorade deal, and some new information was just released about that, about a multi-athlete bottle collection. She has a Crocs deal, StockX, all of that stuff with NIL is very impressive in what Paige has been able to do reeling in deals. But she has made it clear, when it's time for basketball, it's time for basketball, and NIL has a place to the side. It's not going to be the biggest focus. So again, for Paige Bueckers, year 3 is loading. Should be an outstanding season. Again, hopefully, knock on wood, she can stay fully healthy, and we can see her, along with the rest of this core, really light up women's college basketball this season in what will be a competitive year, but one where UConn will at least be second best team in the country, and led by Paige Bueckers, who's trying to get back to that National Player of the Year level. And at the end of the season, would love to call herself a national champion. So Paige Bueckers year 3 is loading. Very excited for the women's college basketball season coming up, and very excited specifically for what UConn women's basketball has to offer. And that's all the time we have on this video from Hoop Central. Thank you again for taking the time to watch. We'll be back with more soon. See you next time.